Hey everybody, and welcome to EdTech Lunch and Learn Live. My name is Joe Valver, and one of the technology facilitators here at the Hamilton Township School District, and today I'll be your host for creating and curating videos with YouTube. I want to thank everybody who's been joining us these past few days. We've heard a lot of great things and been getting a lot of good feedback. For those newcomers, thanks for joining us today. Hope you get a lot out of today's episode, and if you want to see any of the previous episodes, such as Google Hangouts and Meet, using Screencastify to make screencast recordings, as well as utilizing HyperDocs, feel free to check out our YouTube channel where all of our videos have been recorded and posted for your viewing pleasure. But before we get into today's episode, we've got a little housekeeping to go over, okay? For anyone looking to access our slideshows during our episodes, the short link for each one of our presentations is in the top left corner of our slides. You'll see it marked off with a bit.ly shortcode. It is case sensitive, so it's ELLL for EdTech Lunch and Learn Live. And then we have season 01, episode 04. So ELLL S01.E04. And that's the short link that you can type into another tab to follow along in the presentation or visit afterwards to utilize a bunch of the resources that we've hyperlinked into these presentations for you to use to further your learning. Okay. For those Hamilton teachers that did sign up to receive professional development credit for today's show, at the end of today's episode, we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday that worked really well. We created a Google form to have you fill out a little bit of a reflection exit ticket. That link will be shown at the end of the episode, as well as emailed out to everyone who registered ahead of time. Go ahead and fill that out. You have till 9 a.m. tomorrow morning to fill out this reflection form to receive your credit for the PD hours you've obtained while watching this show. As I had mentioned earlier, all of our recorded videos are on our YouTube channel, so feel free to check them out at any point in time. In addition to the EdTech Lunch and Learn videos, we have a lot of other intro and how-to videos for teacher sites and Google Apps. Okay? Today I'm going to share with you some of the ways that you can use YouTube in your classroom with your students as well as during remote learning. We'll talk about how you can create a YouTube channel of your own, as well as upload videos that you've created and even stream live. We'll also talk about curating and creating playlists to share videos with your students, families, and the world. So let's get to it. When I look at utilizing YouTube in the classroom, I generally look at it in these three ways. The first one you're probably doing on a regular basis already, which is using YouTube videos to enhance or supplement elements of your lessons. YouTube has millions of videos that you can use to reinforce and replace certain parts and elements of your lessons, assignments, activities throughout the school year. We talked about one of them actually yesterday when Cara was showing everybody how to create HyperDocs. You can utilize these videos as supplemental information and resources for your students when packaging those lessons and assignments and activities in a HyperDoc. You may have also used YouTube videos at some point in time in your Google presentations with Google Slides. Okay. The other way you can utilize these videos is for flip learning, giving students information before they come into the classroom so they're ready to discuss and share what they've learned before entering the classroom. YouTube videos are a great way to give students information ahead of time. Here I listed a couple of the channels, and again, there are millions of channels out there for you to look through and find videos that will support what you're doing in the classroom that can be given to students ahead of time. And we'll talk a little bit more later on about what channels exactly are. And the last one, which we're kind of doing right now, is this form of asynchronous self-directed learning, in which the videos are utilized as instructional videos in themselves. You're preparing lessons online and posting them. We're doing these videos, and you can come back and watch them later and learn everything you need to know based on that topic or around that particular lesson, all solely based on that video that you're using or that you have created. Okay. Some of the more specifics here, as far as using YouTube, you can upload the videos or you can host live videos like we're doing right now. It's a great way to share those recordings that you may have done in the past. Right now, a lot of teachers are utilizing Screencastify and again, Google Meet that we did on our first 2 days of EdTech Lunch and Learn Live. Those are links to those sessions. If you did miss them, you can always go back and watch them. But those videos, when you're done and you have them recorded, well, what are you going to do with them? Well, YouTube's a great place to store them as well as share them for students to watch at any time, whether it's this year or in years to come. Videos on YouTube are a great way to have video blogs for yourself or your students. You can host webisodes like we're doing right now around certain topics, instructional videos, how-tos. Esports is huge on YouTube right now. Kids are posting videos of themselves playing their favorite games, competing in competitions. Okay, videos are a huge way of connecting with your students, especially remotely. And then you can see it, there's a number of different ways here as well. Student announcements, as well as showcasing student work as a gallery for the things they're doing in the classroom. The other way to utilize YouTube is creating playlists to curate all these videos that either you may have created or videos that you've found on YouTube to support whatever it is you're doing in the classroom. Okay. So what we're going to do now is jump into using YouTube. Now, before I go any further, I mentioned earlier that I wanted to talk to you about what exactly a channel is. Okay. So rather than me explain it and rather than me show you, because I've already created a channel with our facilitator account, that's how you're watching our videos, that's how you're able to go look at all of our videos in our playlist. I have a YouTube video here to show you how to create your YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. There we go.
To get the most out of YouTube, you'll need to sign in with a Google account. And if you want to upload videos, you'll also need to create a YouTube channel. In this video, we'll show you how to get a Google account and use it to sign into YouTube and create a YouTube channel. Keep in mind that a Google account and a YouTube channel are not exactly the same thing. If you have a Google account, you can use it to sign into YouTube to like videos and subscribe to your favorite creators. When signed in, you'll also get personalized video recommendations based on your activity. Having a YouTube channel lets you upload your own videos and gives you a public presence on YouTube. If you already have a Google account, you can use it to sign into YouTube. Just enter the email address that you would use for other Google products. For example, if you have a Gmail account, use that email address and password when you sign in. If not, you can easily create a Google account directly from YouTube. Start by going to youtube.com or opening the YouTube app. If you're on a computer, click Sign In, then click Create Account. From here, you'll be asked to fill in your information. If you're on a mobile device, select the profile picture icon, and then tap Sign In. You'll see a plus sign, which you can select to add an account. Choose Create Account from the sign-in page. Now that you're signed in, there's a lot you can do. You can like and dislike videos, save videos to watch later, subscribe to your favorite channels, manage your watch history, or flag videos that you don't think should be there, and more. The more you watch and interact with videos, the better your recommendations will get. Once you're signed into YouTube, you can also create a YouTube channel. This is how all of your favorite YouTube creators got started, and you can too. To get started, try any action that requires a channel, such as uploading a video, posting a comment, or creating a playlist. If you don't have a channel yet, you'll see a prompt to create one. And who knows, you might be the next big YouTube star. If you'd like to learn more about getting started on YouTube, check out the links in the description below. And that's it. Subscribe for more YouTube tips and tricks.
So there you have it. How could I host an episode about using YouTube and not utilize a YouTube video in my episode? You might have noticed they were using Gmail accounts to log in. If you're looking to associate this with your classroom and with your teaching profession, you can utilize your Hamilton or school email when logging in to YouTube. So what we kind of talked about is a channel is more or less the place that stores all of your videos, your playlists. It's your identity, more or less, on YouTube. A lot of you probably had to create a channel when signing in or wanting to participate in the chat feature along the right-hand side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump back to YouTube. Here we go. Here's the video we just watched. Now I don't have to log in. I can see that I'm already logged in with my Tech Facilitator account. I see my little icon up here. And what we're going to do for the time being is we're going to talk about finding videos on YouTube. Now, just like a Google search, you have a search window right here at the top in which you can search for whatever it is you're looking for. So in this case, I'm going to go with something pretty specific. Cara will appreciate this, that I'm going with a history theme here. And what I find are a number of videos that have to do with the Battle of Lexington. So I can go through these.
April 18th, 1775.
What it's about.
British.
Okay. I can see where it's coming from. Channel called Bobblehead George. If I want to know more about this video or this channel that it's coming from to make sure it's something acceptable, I can click on the channel right here. When I click on Bobblehead George, I'm taken now to that channel where I can see videos have been posted by this particular channel. I can also see the subscribers, how many subscribers. And this is a good indication of the quality of video that a channel has. The number of videos they have, as well as the number of subscribers that they have. Okay. So I'm taken to their home screen. I can go through the videos for that channel. I can look at their playlists. And the playlist, again, can be groups of videos that either they had posted themselves or that they've posted and found on YouTube that have to do with these different topics. Here's one for George Washington, a playlist on George Washington, 164 videos in there. Okay. I can click on the community feature on a particular channel and see any posts. Now, some of these channels may turn posts off so that there is no commenting. That feature can be turned on and off. Okay. I can see what channels this particular person or channel is subscribed to. Okay, so TED Ed, and that's one of the ones that I posted and shared on the presentation, the History channel. Okay. And then lastly, the About. Usually when you go to a channel, under the About page is where you can get a little description and find out what exactly this channel is about and what kind of content you can find there. Okay. If you notice up at the top in my search field, I can still see Battle of Lexington, So I'm going to click on the search thing, search for that again. So I just kind of showed you how to look at the videos as well as look at the channel to see where that video came from, who posted that video. You'll notice up here in the top corner, there's a filter option that will allow you to narrow down that search that you're looking for. Just like any other kind of search filter, advanced search, you can go through and search things by when they were updated or uploaded, the type of medium it is. Are you looking for a video? Are you looking for a channel, a playlist? Okay. We kind of talked about all those videos are just a one-off video about something specific. Those will show up based off of the title. Maybe Battle of Lexington is in the description. Okay. Videos can create playlists. So somebody out there may have created a playlist about the Battle of Lexington and compiled and curated all the videos they found on YouTube about that battle. Okay. And then there could potentially be a channel about just the Battle of Lexington with videos about that particular battle. And in this instance, we found that there was actually a channel from Bobblehead George that had a video about the Battle of Lexington. We can search and filter by duration and then other features as well, such as the video quality and type of video it is. Okay, it's 3D, 360. YouTube has VR videos as well. For those of you in the high schools that have access to VR headsets, you can find VR videos to present to your students in the media centers as, again, supplemental learning. Okay. Lastly, just like all of you have probably done at one point in time when you're looking for a new house and you want to sort your findings, you can sort by relevance, by the upload date, view count, or rating. I generally will go by view count because that means a lot of people have viewed it. So chances are it's a pretty good video, as well as ratings. Ratings sometimes can be skewed if not a lot of people are rating it. So I typically will go with the view count, and I'll click on that. And we'll see what comes up at the top. So here we've got some TV shows, Liberty Kids. Okay. I click on the video. You get a little preview. Now, one of the things that's coming up right now that you might notice is an ad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip ad right now and hit pause and talk to you a little bit about ads and YouTube. Now, there are a number of ways that you can kind of bypass these ads on YouTube. One easy way to do it is adding these videos to Google Slides. In Google Slides, you can insert a video, and that video, when on that slide and watched in that slide presentation, will not have any ads. It's an easy way to pop it in there. So if you're making maybe a HyperDoc lesson with Google Slides, you pop a video in there and you don't have to worry about your students getting any ads before or after watching that video. Now, in addition to slides, there are a number of different websites out there that offer pure or clean YouTube watching free of ads. I can't speak to any of those. They all have their own unique features. The one that I can guarantee that is safe every time, again, is using that Google Slides method. Okay, so I'm going to pop back up here to search, and we're going to look at some of these options when we're looking at these videos. Okay, so along the top here, you'll notice our little 3 dots again, which means more. Okay, we call it the snowman, and we can add to our queue or save for watching later. Okay, one of the other things we can do is add to a playlist. Okay, so when I click that option, if I have any playlists already created, I can check those playlists off to add that video to it. And again, we all should have this watch later playlist for us to go back and watch later. If you have videos you don't have time to watch them right now, you can add them to that playlist, go back and watch them any point in time. In this case though, we're going to hit create new playlist, and we're going to call this, just to keep it short. Okay, now when we create this playlist, we can also choose whether it be public, unlisted, or private. So you're probably familiar with the sharing privileges within our Google Apps for Education. View, edit, comment, things like that. YouTube has a very similar setup when it comes to posting videos as well as creating playlists. And those are public, unlisted, and private. Private, you're the only one going to view it. It is private. Unlisted means that somebody's got to have a link to that particular video or playlist, whether you posted it in Classroom, you emailed it to them, there's a button that has it on a web page somewhere. They need that direct link to get to that video. They're not going to be able to search it and find it anywhere. And then the last one is the public option, which means it can be searched in a Google search, it can be searched through YouTube, and found by any means on the internet. Okay, we're going to make this one unlisted for now because we're just messing around here. And I'm going to hit create. Okay. Now that I've hit create, that playlist was created with that video in it. If I go through and I see a couple other videos I might want to add, you'll notice I have some options here, my watch later and my add queue as well. I'm going to click on the video though. Let's pause here. And when you're on a video, we already talked about seeing the channel down here, the like, dislike, we can look at the comments, we can subscribe to that channel, okay? Subscribing to a channel will just give you quick and easy access to all the videos for that channel later on. I'll show you where that will show up, as well as kind of configuring your home screen with videos that have relevance to you. Okay. So right here, we can also see that playlist button again underneath the video. And sure enough, here's our Revoir playlist, and we can select it. We can select more than one playlist to add it to. All right. And you'll notice some of the options here for that public, unlisted, and private. Okay. So I'm just going to have, and then we can create a new one as well from here. Okay. So I'm going to choose just the Revoir option and hit close. On the right hand side here next to this video, you'll see some videos that are related to this one. Could be based off of the channel, could be based off the topic of the video, and you can actually click and preview these and watch them. Or, again, you'll notice the little snowman next to all of those. You can add those directly to your playlist as well. Okay? So that's kind of searching for videos, adding videos to your playlists. Okay? Now let's talk about some of these tools up at the top in addition to our search bar. Over here, you'll notice a little hamburger or 3 lines. We're going to click on that, and we can see our subscriptions. So right now we're subscribed to HTSD TV. Okay. We can see our library. Here's all our videos as well as our playlists. Okay. I can hit show more. Here's a list of our playlists as well. I can hop onto that playlist. Here's my playlist. I can see the 3 videos that I added. I can rearrange the order in which I want my viewers to watch them. I can change the name of that playlist at any point in time. Switch it from unlisted to public or private, change that permission level, and I can even give a description to this playlist based off of what kind of videos I have in this playlist. I can shuffle the playlist if I want to, but more importantly, again, here's that little share icon. I can share this playlist. So if I've put together a number of videos for the Revolutionary War, and I want them to be used for a specific assignment in a hyperdoc, instead of adding each video one at a time, creating a playlist is a great way to chunk videos together for lessons, units, chapters, however you see fit. And then through this share button, you can copy that link for that playlist and post it in your classroom, where on your teacher site, wherever you want to share that. Okay. If I click the 3 dots, if I want to, I can delete that playlist, or a nice feature is collaborating. If I turn collaboration on, I can now copy this link and give that to other teachers, maybe in my grade partners, maybe in my department, and allow them to create and help me produce a playlist for our students. Okay, so that's a nice feature that kind of gives you the opportunity to, instead of do it all your own, work together with coworkers. In addition to clicking the three dots to edit and adjust your playlist here, as well as delete, you'll notice each one of your videos also has the three dots. I can click on those. I'll see my original three options that I saw earlier, but I can remove it from my playlist. I can jump it to the top if I wanted to. And now that I set up collaboration, I can actually even see who added these videos to my playlist, so you know who's contributing what to this particular playlist. Okay. Set as a playlist thumbnail. What a thumbnail is, and you'll see it later on when we're creating and adding videos, a thumbnail is just what appears as that default image for a particular playlist or a video. Typically, it's something that you want to be a little engaging to grab someone's attention. So if I say set as thumbnail, you'll notice that it makes this video's thumbnail the thumbnail or icon for that entire playlist. Okay? And that's really all you need to know about creating playlists, as well as editing them and sharing them with, again, students, coworkers, families, whoever you might want access based off of setting those permissions for private, unlisted, or public. Now, before I finish up with playlists altogether, there's something I want to talk about that changed recently with YouTube in regards to playlists and their videos in general. YouTube has recently updated and stepped up their game as far as being compliant with FERPA and COPA regulations. So what that means is that as videos are being added to YouTube now, and videos that were already in YouTube, you have to choose whether or not that content is created for the sole purpose of being used with children. Okay, so when a video is marked as created or designed, uploaded, whatever the wording is, for children, a lot of features for that video disappear. One of those features being adding to playlists. Why, you might ask? Well, if someone out there thought it would be funny to add a video playlist together for the Battle of Lexington or Revolutionary War, and they decided they wanted to use a video from the movie The Patriot that had a couple graphic scenes in it, in addition to some videos that had children-friendly videos, cartoons, whatever the case may be, that would not be good. And again, this is just an increased effort by YouTube to make its product safer for children under 13. Okay, so if you come across those videos and you see that option grayed out, unfortunately, adding it to a playlist is not an option. However, you can kind of create your own playlist by using a hyperdoc and putting the links for the videos that you want to supplement that lesson, that activity, all in there one at a time, each video separately. Okay, so just something to consider if you're trying to create a playlist and you find that you can't add certain videos. All right, so moving along. The next thing we're going to talk about is adding videos to your playlist, as well as editing that video a little bit and customizing your particular channel. To do that, we're going to start off by clicking this little plus icon or camera. And we have two options. We have the option to either upload a video or go live. We're going to select upload a video. When you choose upload a video, you'll have the option to select a file to upload. And that'll search through your, give you access to your computer's hard drive to find a video. Now in this case, I'd like to use the video that I made with Screencastify during the other day's episode. You'll notice you don't see that option here. There, as of the moment, is no direct link between Drive and YouTube. So what you'll have to do is you'll come to YouTube, and I already have it up here, and in my Screencastify folder where I did my little screen recording, I see my video. All I have to do is I can either right click or come up to the three dots, either way, and download that video. Okay. Now, once that video is done downloading, it's in my downloads folder, and I can then upload it directly to YouTube. So, time lapse, speed up, speed up, speed up while we wait for this to download. Still downloading. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Voila, it's downloaded. Now we jump back to our YouTube page, select file, and if we come to our downloads option, there's our screencast right there. Beautiful. I'm going to say open. It's going to take a look at it, upload it. It's going to give it the same title that you already have. You can change that to whatever you want. You can leave it the same. You can give it a little description. Here's an option to add a thumbnail. If you had a picture or something already created, you can use a picture. Once that video is done processing on YouTube, it'll take a couple screenshots, more or less, from your video that you will be able to use. They'll appear here, that you'll be able to use as your thumbnail if you wanted to. Okay. You can directly add it to a specific playlist that you've created. And again, here's that option that I had mentioned earlier. Is this made for kids or not? Okay, and it gives a little more in-depth definition of what is for kids and what isn't made for kids. Okay, so in this case, we're going to leave it as no, not made for kids. We already have our video link. You can see for this video that we're uploading. We're going to hit the next button. Okay, we're going to leave this video element alone for now. We'll touch on this in a little bit. Once our video is processed, you'll notice you can't do it just yet anyway because the video hasn't finished. And the last screen is visibility. Okay. Do we want it to be public, unlisted, or private? When do we want it to post? We can schedule a time for that video to be posted. Okay. We're just going to say right now, unlisted is fine. Again, a couple reminders about is it safe for kids and what kind of video guidelines appear in your video. Once everything looks great, we hit save. Another box pops up, lets us know our video is published. We can grab the link right here, share directly to one of these social media sites. We can even embed it on our teacher page. Chris will be going over teacher sites a little later this week, maybe even tomorrow. I'll have to check, I forget. I'll let you know by the end of the episode. Pretty sure it's tomorrow. You can embed videos directly on your teacher site if you wanted to, or any other site for that matter. And that's what that embed code is. Close here. And once we've added that video, it now takes us to our channel videos, okay, with this video at the top. And here we can see all of our other how-to videos that we have uploaded in the past, all right? If we want to take a look at this video at any point in time later on, we can hit the pencil button to edit those details, okay? And here's all those same details that we set up when we originally uploaded that video, okay? We can go in and add a definition, a different description. Okay, we can change it from unlisted to private to public. Okay. Now we also have some of those other options that we didn't have access to in step 2 of uploading. The one being cards. Okay. Cards, we don't need to see that. And I will hit pause. Allow you to they're little like pop-ups more or less in your video to pop, adding links to external sites. And we won't really touch on that at this moment, but you can link to other videos that you have found on YouTube or channels as well and create quick polls for people to respond to in that particular video. Okay. In addition to editing all the details, we can also take a look at analytics. Okay. See who's watching our video, okay? How long people are watching our video. Are they clicking on any of the cards that we may have added? Are they liking it? What kind of engagement? Are they sharing it? Okay. A lot of analytics options that we won't spend too much time talking about. The other option here is the editor, okay? Very similar to Screencast the other day where we could trim the edges off. You can do the same thing here in YouTube. We click the trim button and we just pull in the blue ends and we go, yep, that looks good. We click preview. You'll notice they kind of get gray here on the end. If that's what you like, you hit save. It lets you know that these changes are going to be saved and that you won't be able to make any other changes to this video for the time being because it's going to be processed before being available online. You hit save. And now you kind of see the screen goes gray and you can't do anything with that video for the time being. I'm going to back out to our channel videos again. Okay. One more thing that I wanted to show you. I just realized I forgot. I'm going to come back into details for my video. Under more options for your video are a number of different options that you can adjust. The main one that I want to show you, in addition to different categories down here at the bottom, are comments and ratings. Click on that drop down arrow and you can choose to allow comments, hide comments potentially with inappropriate content, hold all comments for review. So you're moderating, someone makes a comment, you give it the okay or not before it posts, or just disabling them altogether. And for a lot of our videos, we just disable them altogether because it's just a little bit easier for you and gives you peace of mind to not have to worry about constantly checking for comments as well as approving them. Okay, that's the last thing I wanted to show you for customizing and editing those videos as well as video information. Now there's one last thing that I want to share with you, and that is going live with YouTube. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but up here you might have noticed you have all your videos that you've uploaded, and next to that is a button for live. So here's all of our EdTech Lunch and Learn live videos. We can go in and customize the different settings here for each one of our videos, just as we did for the videos that we've uploaded. Okay. Up here at the top with our create button, we also have go live. When I click go live, you have the option to start a stream. I'll give it a test here. Again, choose public, private, unlisted. You can give it a description, choose the category. You can schedule it for later. Okay. Add a thumbnail. And then again, is it for kids? I'm not going to schedule this for later. I'm just going to hit create stream. Okay. Now with this stream option, it requires something called an encoder. And this is how we've been doing our webcast for EdTech Lunch and Learn Live. And it's a little in depth. You'll see the chat feature along the side here, and it's talking about downloading some streaming software. I'm not going to get too into that. In fact, I'm going to leave that alone completely. Okay. It is an option, and if you're interested in doing it, it's a great way to do morning announcements with a group of kids to give them experience kind of cutting from one clip to another and using video editing software. So again, if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. We can work on that one-on-one. The option I do want to show you, so we're going to come back here to the create button. I'm going to hit go live. And instead of stream, I'm going to choose webcam. And I'm just going to go ahead and do test. I'm going to make this private for now. You can schedule for later again. Hit next, it's going to give you the option to take a thumbnail. Awesome, nailed it. And we can go live. Okay. Now, we talked about a couple other video options over the past few days. This video option here is solely just video using your webcam. There's no option to switch to a screen cast if you wanted to. That's where you'd have to utilize that encoding software that gives you options to utilize and share screens with your live audience. But you can still see we've got that chat option right here along the side. I can check my mic levels down, which can sometimes be a good thing because if you've noticed, I have a little one getting a little antsy in the background. So the other options down here, share that link with your live audience. So you start the stream, you can post it in the classroom in another tab, okay? When you're all done, you just click end stream. Hit end. Gives you some statistics as far as playbacks, and of course it's only one because it was private, how long it was, and then the option to pop into your studio to edit that video. And again, we're greeted with the same exact screen we had before when we uploaded our video, except for this time, all the content has to do with that live video that we just recorded. All right, in this case, I'm just going to delete this. Delete forever. Goodbye. So long. Auf Wiedersehen. So, went over a lot of information today in regards to searching YouTube, curating YouTube, uploading your own content, creating live streams, as well as utilizing it in the classroom. Just like we end every show, on our one slide, here's a couple links that you can utilize to get a little more information about YouTube, ways you can use YouTube in the classroom, some other resources. The bit.ly link again for the slideshow is up in the top left corner. If you did not get it earlier, here it is. Okay. Again, my who to follow on Twitter has not changed because I'm doing another show on video, so it still stays the same. My top three, and then Bruce Riker, who does a lot. You'll see his Wakelet video, his student-produced TV shows, Wakelet, with a bunch of resources in that as well. And then there's our HTSD exit ticket for those of you who registered for today's session and are looking to earn some PD credit for today's show. Again, this is case sensitive, so it's bit.ly, capital E, capital L, capital L, capital L, exit, all capital, all right? Not to confuse anybody. This is something that you can click on if you have the slideshow presentation up. If you're just watching the video at home, open up another tab, type that link in there. That'll take you to that form. Again, the form will be up until 9 a.m. tomorrow. We'll also email it out right after the show. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I'm Joe Valver. Moderating today's chat was Cara and Chris again. Thank you guys for all of your help and everything you do to put these shows together. We really hope you guys have been enjoying the content that we've been delivering, and we hope to keep this moving forward in weeks to come. Again, thank you for joining and stay safe.